Hello YouTube, this is BP Baggett, and I'm making a video with some questions, a group of questions that I feel are good questions to ask. And the title I want to post to this thought is, in writing, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And the first question to have in that line of thought would be, why do you write? A lot of people have come up with dozens of answers and dozens of ideas on why they write, but it's only an answer that could come from the writer. The reason that I write is a state of fulfillment. Okay, what I mean by that is it helps me relax, it helps me to unwind, it helps me to explore my creative side. It helps me to feel respected in a certain amount of way. So that's why I write. It allows me to go into a world where I can create my own destiny, kind of thing. So, question number 2 is, what genre do you write in now, and what genre do you plan to write in? As of right now, I write in fantasy, and I've been doing this for 20 years, since 98, 99. So with me being so heavily invested in this fantasy world that I have created, I don't see myself changing the writing in the next 5 years. I think I'll stay in fantasy. So question number 3, where would you like to see your books in 5 years? In 5 years, I could see my books in like the small cafes or the small little bookshops alongside the road. I feel like those little stores that are owned by, mom and pop kind of thing, I think they're overlooked a lot, and they're not given the amount of respect that they need for their small little business. And I would, probably try to market my book to them instead of rushing down the same path that everybody else does and go to the big box stores. Since the big box stores gets all these submissions all the time, it's more likely to get rejected than you go into a small little shop that's alongside the road. It's just an example. Question number 4. How do you plan to get to the future you? Well, to get to the future me requires a lot of hard work. There's a lot of study involved. There's a lot of practice involved. When it comes to pushing my book, then yeah, I market it more online, post more postings online with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So those are the ones that I use generally a lot. So I'd probably try to post more regularly, and as well as YouTube, probably post more content for my viewers to actually enjoy. that's how I plan to work at it. Now, granted, for me, writing is a hobby. It's a thing I do on the side. It's not my main gig, so I have to work around my main stuff to fulfill those needs. So writing isn't, being a writer, being an author isn't all fun and games. There's actual work involved, and you can't be lazy. You can't be idle too long, because you get too idle too long, then you are forgotten and you fall behind. Anyway, the last question I have written down is, with the future you, what books can we expect, or can we see? So, I started, my debut novel was Legends of Aelin, and I have a part 2 to that book, and it's maybe 8 chapters done, and that's one of the books I probably should finish. But that's always been pushed in the back burner because of other things. And there's also storylines of 2 other characters that I want to flesh out. And there's also another companion book that I would like to finish up and push out as well. So maybe 3 or 4 books possibly to come out to flesh out the fantasy world that I've created. So those are the questions that I came up with. I'm sure you guys all will have different answers to those questions, or if you have other questions to add to that, feel free to go ahead and take it and run with it. If you do make a video with these questions and whatnot, tag me or let me know, so I can watch and see what you say. And that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Do subscribe, like, share, comment. I do appreciate all that. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Stay safe, and have a good one.